What is up, everybody? This is your host, Jesse Goku, and welcome to the 6th episode of Dragon Ball 24/7 podcast. And today's episode, I have breaking news. This has been broken all over the internet. It's on Twitter. You can Google it right now. Geekdom 101 broke it. A lot of other Dragon Ball Z podcasters have broke it. I'm late to the fray because I sleep during the day and I work at night. I'm very excited, so I'm sorry if I'm talking very fast and a lot of you can't make out what I'm saying. I'm just overexcited. I'm hyped. We have just gotten confirmation that future Trunks will appear in Dragon Ball Super. It has just been confirmed on the Dragon Ball Super Twitter account. Here's a picture of future Trunks right here, what he's gonna look like. As you can tell, his design he's got a new outfit, kind of similar to the old one, but he's got the red scarf. And I like the way he looks. It's awesome. Also, this is a new confirmed arc. Here is a screenshot of one of the news articles I captured. It says June 12th. June 12th, brand new arc. So it does confirm a lot of speculation and rumors that have been flying around about future Trunks making his comeback to Dragon Ball Super. Future Trunks defeated the androids and Cell, restoring peace in his timeline, or his alternate future. So he should come from a timeline where it's very peaceful. Now, we have no idea how strong he is or how strong this new enemy is. Also, it does kind of hint at the fact that Mira and Toa could be the villains. Why else would Trunks come to the past from the future to seek Goku and Vegeta's help to defeat an enemy that's too overwhelming for him? This is exciting. I'm really happy that they're doing this because it means that they're going to save the Universal arc for later. And I feel a lot of people were speculating that a lot of people like to speculate that Dragon Ball Super was coming to a close, especially with the Universe 6 and Universe 7 arc. I didn't think so because it seemed like Akira was hyping these 12 universes only to show 2 universes, and even then we didn't get a glimpse of the sixth universe. And they just referenced the other gods of destruction from the other universes, and they're bigger sore losers than Beerus or Champa, and maybe even more dangerous. So it's really exciting right now to be a Dragon Ball fan. This is I'm just so hyped. I mean, I found out, I got the info, I did some research before making this podcast, and I'm just overly hyped. Originally, this episode was going to be a part 2 as to is GT canon, and I am going to cover more on the GT subject in the next video. This video is breaking news, Future Trunks confirmed, episode 6 of the podcast. Wow. So I'm really glad that Akira Toriyama has so much left to give to us fans of the series, because a lot of people were afraid that, the Dragon Ball Super would end after the Universe tournament was over, and that was it. That's all she wrote. I think Akira Toriyama loves the series. There's no doubt about that. But he was burned out the first time he was writing it, when he was writing it from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, because it was a weekly manga. Now that he's no longer in charge, he's in charge of overseeing the project. He writes out the story, he maps out the story, and it's up to the studio to make the anime. It's up to Toru to make the manga, and that's a monthly manga at that. So he doesn't burn himself out as fast, because Akira Toriyama, for better or for worse, is lazy and very forgetful, and he doesn't reference his old work. And since I guess he went back and reread the manga because he didn't remember anything before making Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, he had to go back, and he realized that he actually wrote something that was good and that he could benefit from. And so now he's bringing back Future Trunks, and Future Trunks was one of the most popular characters to ever debut in Dragon Ball Z. When Toonami was airing Dragon Ball Z, they would showcase fan art that people would send in. A lot of people send in like Super Saiyan 3, but one of the most popular characters they received the fan art for was Future Trunks, and they didn't post it online. They even posted a message saying that they didn't want to spoil the series or anything like that, so they never posted the pictures. And Future Trunks was always a very popular character. He was the mysterious youth who came from a post-apocalyptic ending, who kind of had a Terminator feel to it. It's no surprise that they're bringing him back. I'm just really excited right now that Mira and Toa could also possibly be appearing in Dragon Ball Super. Now, that is not confirmed, but they did say that there is a much more powerful enemy that Trunks cannot handle on his own. Which, actually, now that I think about it, could it be Buu? Could he be fighting Majin Buu and he just can't handle Buu on his own? And could Future Trunks become a permanent character in Dragon Ball Super from this point forward? Because Jaco and Monoka are kind of permanent characters now, because when they add them to the opening video, they kind of stay recurring characters. So I'm really excited to see where they go with this, what's going to happen, and I hope they really do bring back Mira and Toa into, I hope not bring back, but bring them into the anime. And when they do bring them to the anime, I hope they bring the MMO version, because Mira is pretty much Cell. It's the Xenoverse storyline didn't do it justice. I mean, it was really good, don't get me wrong, it was really good. And Akira Toriyama did oversee the Xenoverse project. But I feel like the MMO would be much, much better. Could we also get introduced into like could we get the Supreme Kai of Time maybe? I just really hope they don't do Majin Buu, because that kind of wouldn't make it very exciting, because Goku and Vegeta already defeated Majin Buu. Unless they make Majin Buu much more powerful, I don't think I can see it work with Majin Buu as a possible villain. That, and how would they be able, it took a lot of energy to resurrect Buu, and there's no one on that planet except for Trunks that has that amount of energy. And even then, Trunks would probably be as strong as, I want to say Trunks, and I want to speculate on how Trunks has gotten. I want to say Trunks. I want to believe Trunks is as strong as Ultimate Gohan, especially if he has to keep up his training. He's not like Gohan; he can't slack off because he doesn't have Goku to fall back on, or Vegeta. Trunks is it. He's the last line of defense for Earth, and he has to keep up his training. And now that he knows about the hyperbolic time chamber, he can get more training done. And there's no way Trunks can be a Super Saiyan God, because there is no reason for Beerus to go to Earth since Goku died. Beerus had the dream about the Super Saiyan God, but it was Goku who defeated Frieza. That's what piqued Beerus's curiosity to go seek out Goku to see if he knew anything about the Super Saiyan God. But since Goku and Vegeta were both dead, Beerus would have no reason to go to Earth, because the one who defeated Frieza is dead, and Trunks is really just a half-breed. But could it also be Beerus, the villain, and maybe an alternate Beerus, since it is an alternate timeline? Or is Trunks' future another universe that's now part of the 12 universes? It's kind of hard to say what. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of things can happen in this anime, and we're really excited. It's good to know that this anime will go on much, much longer. We already have 2 storylines confirmed: Future Trunks arc, another Future Trunks arc, and we have the Universal Tournament arc, which I think if they do 12 universes and 5 characters apiece, that right there is enough to make it go for a while, like a long time, for at least a good like good portion of 2 years if they do one fight per episode, and even the bigger fights have them drag on for like 2 or 3 episodes. So they have it. It's Dragon Ball is doing really good right now. Dragon Ball Super is really popular. It's soaring. We're about to get Dragon Ball Fusions on the 3DS. You know, there's rumors going around that they already started production on Xenoverse 2. I think they're waiting on the anime to kind of move along further before they start development. That way they can include the storylines, because they had to add in GT to Xenoverse to kind of fill in gameplay, and now that Super has moved along, 3 arcs, and they're really short arcs too. I wish the arcs would be a lot longer. At least Dragon Ball Z had 4 arcs in less than 300 episodes, but we've had 3 arcs in less than 40 episodes. And you know, that's even with filler. I mean, you could say we're at episode 41 and or 42, and they just ended the tournament on episode 41. So but remember, there was filler episodes, so it's actually less. But as far as Future Trunks is going, as far as the design goes, I'm gonna go ahead and post the picture up again. Here he is. I'm gonna leave that up. Let me know what you think. Comment below what you think and about Future Trunks coming back. Do you think they should bring him back? Well, they are bringing him back. What do you think that they should have left him out? Are you excited they're bringing him back? June 12th, ladies and gentlemen. June 12th, new arc. So that means we're gonna have filler for a while, which I'm okay with. It gives the manga time to catch up. Because Dragon Ball Super is the only anime that I can think of where the anime is further than the manga, and that is because the manga's monthly and the anime is being overseen by Akira Toriyama instead of him just overseeing the manga. So he's working on both, and actually he's not really running the manga. He just gives the storylines to Torotaro, and he runs the manga. So I like the way things are going, and the manga is really good. It's worth reading. Even if you're watching the anime, the manga is worth reading, because it does change a few things. It does, and the art is really well done. It's really good. I enjoy it a lot. As a Dragon Ball fan, I do recommend it. But you know, right now I'm just excited to see where Dragon Ball Super goes, especially since it's almost been a year since we got Dragon Ball Super, since they first announced it after Resurrection F debuted in Japan. It's nice to see that it's been going on for a year. The ratings are really strong. It's showing no indication of slowing down, and people do speculate that it might end after this arc or that arc or whatever arc, and people thought it would end after the universe arc, but then Zeno, the god of everything, showed up, and he said that he wanted a tournament between all 12 universes, which brought the hype train up even more, because we're gonna get such an expansive storyline. Dragon Ball Z has gone from one universal lore to, and I always said that Dragon Ball could expand because it has so much lore in it that it could have like a multiverse, or it can do this, it could have side stories, it can branch off into different parts of the universe, or it can do alternate universe and it still be canon. It has so much going for it that a side story wouldn't be far-fetched. It would actually fit in, because it could tell one character's side of the story, like while Goku and them are off fighting in the Universal Tournament, maybe Tien and Yamcha and Krillin stay on Earth and they have to defend the Earth, and then there's like these aliens that invade. They're not as strong as any of the other villains, but they're strong enough to give Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin a run for their money, or Piccolo, or even, or you know, we go to different parts of the universe, and you know, maybe we find out there's like another Saiyan who survived, or you know, other storylines, or we get a Frieza origin story, or we go more in depth with like Bardock's origin story, or you know, maybe we get a side story about Vegeta growing up. Well, we kind of know how that happened, but there's just so much that can go on. I mean, we could get like a side anime based on the time between when Future Trunks defeated the androids until where he comes back, like a movie they did in OVA about his future and how bad it was. Why can't we have stuff like that again? There's so much that they could do. It's just, and I'm telling everyone right now, I did say that I believe they were going to bring back Future Trunks. They are bringing back Future Trunks. I believe they will bring Mira and Toa, or at least Mira, into the anime, and I really hope they do. I hope they don't do Majin Buu. I think Akira Toriyama, since he has a lot more time to think about what he's doing, I think he is actually listening to some of the fans, and he's taking in their ideas. The multiverse tournament thing does come from the Dragon Ball multiverse webcomic, which is fan-made. The Xenoverse storyline comes from the MMO, which Akira Toriyama knew and approved and overwatched. He approved the game, but the game was already like halfway through the first storyline, and then he started overseeing it, but then it got canned in Korea because they shut down the servers. You can still play. They have private servers. You can join them. But Akira Toriyama has taken so much from so many ideas and made them lore. No, not lore, I'm sorry. Made them canon to Dragon Ball in his own way. So it's just so exciting right now, and I hope. Normally I only do one Dragon Ball podcast a week. This week I might do 3 podcasts because I'm so excited. This is the first one that I'm doing this week. I'm pretty sure that I'll do the second part to Dragon Ball GT eventually, but I want to talk more about Dragon Ball Super, the confirmation that Trunks will be in Dragon Ball Super June 12th, and I want to talk about the new arc. I want to speculate more on who the villains are, talk more about Xenoverse, talk more about the MMO, the possibility of Majin Buu appearing in Trunks' future. Could Trunks go Super Saiyan 3 like he did in Dragon Ball Heroes? There's just so much, so many questions that aren't being answered. All it took was one announcement, just a few words, Trunks confirmed. Bam, internet goes crazy. The fandom is roaring because this right here is what we asked for. This, if you weren't a fan of Dragon Ball Super, now is the time to get on this bandwagon. Dragon Ball GT was okay in its own right, and it is part of Dragon Ball as its own universe, as its own storyline, as its own thing. However, Dragon Ball Super is a continuation. It is created by Akira Toriyama. It is his work. This is the legacy continuing. This is exciting for everyone as a fan. I'm excited. I don't know, tons of other people are excited. I was supposed to do an interview today, but I dropped that just because I got this information and I wanted to share with everyone as soon as possible. I'm posting this podcast. You know, thank you for listening. That's all the time. I only do a 20-minute podcast, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for listening to me. Like and subscribe. Check out our other videos, our Geeks 5 Ever Gaming, our Geeks 5 Ever podcast. There will be more Dragon Ball 24/7 podcasts coming this week. I'm going to try to do 2 podcasts at least a week from now on. So I want to talk more about Dragon Ball. If you have any questions about anything Dragon Ball related, there is no stupid question. I'm letting you know right now. Like, how old is Goku? You know, what color is his uniform? Or did Goku really kill this person? Or do you know the origin of Majin Buu? Or do you know, like, why did Cell do this or why did Cell do that? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? It doesn't matter. If you have a question, post it in the comments below, or you can message us at facebook.com/geeks5ever. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on ask.fm/geeks5ever. You know, follow the YouTube channel. Also, we started a GoFundMe because I'm about to lose my job. You can check that out. You don't have to. It's Geeks5ever. I don't really care if you do check that out or not. But please check out the Facebook, like and subscribe, comment below. Check out Geekdom 101. Check out the Dragon Ball Super Twitter account. I went to go on Saiyan Island to get more information. They have nothing on the subject. That is sad, because they're supposed to cover Dragon Ball and Naruto and other things, and they mostly just cover Naruto. And it's called Saiyan Island, so, you know, they suck. Anyways, this is Jesse Goku, and stay classy.